It's the kid. It's the kid. It's the kid. It's the kid, man. What's up, man? What's happening, man? What's happening? It's your main man here. We're going live here, reacting to the Real and PSG game. PSG, man, it's all over. It's finished. What a disgraceful, embarrassing way of limping out of the Champions League. I mean, they got. Just think about it. They lost both games. Both games they lost. You couldn't even win one single game. Um, because you can talk about the 10 men and so forth and everything. I don't give a crap. Um, it's just for me. I just think it's where do they go from here? Where do they go from here? But I mean, if you were looking at the match closely, you've got to give a shout out to Zidane and the lineup that he chose and his approach to the game because a big critic of people of Zidane is like, oh no, he doesn't really think about tactics too much and everything. But when you look at what he did in that game, he was like, I want hard workers in midfield. We still want to play a game. We still want to move the ball well. But I think in Kovacic is a much more dependable, hardworking, young, hungry midfielder. And also, if you think about it, look at what Kovacic was doing with Verratti. Kovacic stuck right into Verratti, and I bet you Zidane's tactic, again, for guys who say he doesn't have any tactics, his tactic was like Kovacic stick to Verratti like glue. Because I remember there was one instance where Verratti had the ball sort of deep, and Kovacic was right in him, and Verratti almost actually elbowed him and hit him. And also, speaking of Verratti, man, that guy needs to chill, man. And I think his tenaciousness isn't needed because Verratti, you're a flair player, you're a skillful player. You're not a DM. You're not a defensive-minded player. I mean, that's what like Mota should be elbowing and punching guys, not you. So I don't even know why he even wants to, why he sees the need to do such things. Um, I so for me, I just think that you know Zidane played it well. And just to think, Emery, who has all this experience, he has all this experience with Sevilla and so forth. It was really at the end of the day, it was really Zidane who actually outthought him. He was outthought by Zidane again, the guy who people think is a damn moron. So for me, I really believe that we have to talk about three. We have to talk about three in a row. Because I look at this Real Madrid team and I think, especially coming out of this game, a game in which many people thought PSG would beat them. Because remember, I know it was 50-50, but there were still a lot of people who thought that Real would actually win. So let's see. Yeah, yo, what's happening, man? What's happening? Um, Fortune or Ochebari, Zidane is too much of a yes man. For example, Benzema is being played ahead of. Look, Benzema, man. What can I say? I mean, what do you want me to say about Benzema? Like, I think, I think Zidane is taking the piss. That's what I really think Zidane is taking this. I think Zidane is like, you know what? Let me just really try and piss off people. Let me just really try and take the piss and really try and just, wind people up. Because again, how do you play that dude? Why do you play that? That's the thing that. How do you play a dude like that, and why do you play a dude like that? It's messed up because Benzema, this guy, he is brick royalty. You know, without a doubt, Benzema is 100%. This guy is brick royalty. The guy he's so bad. Um, and the funny thing is that even with a brick like Benzema, Real Madrid still looked so good. And I think for PSG, and this is the issue with Mr. Cavani, and something they've not really figured out. And almost the same thing with Ibrahimovic because PSG have, a decent enough defense, not a great defense. PSG have possibly, like skill wise, have one of the best midfielders in the world. The skill level and quality of PSG's midfield is amazing, but their attack is horrible. They've got a horrible, horrendous attack. Um, and Cavani is a useless striker. And you said to yourselves that they had Ibrahimovic, then they went to Cavani. Why wouldn't you have sorted out the striking situation? Because Cavani is obviously a target man that they're using, and he doesn't link the play well. But the weird thing though is that Cavani actually was a better link player when he was at Napoli because he was actually involved a lot in the build-up play. But for some reason now it's just not happening. Theo, back to what's up. Let's see. This is from Mustafa L. Do you think Bale has no place in the first team since he did not start both games against PSG? Well, from what we're hearing, Bale is going to get sold. So while hearing that Bale is going to get sold, so I believe maybe he doesn't even have a place in this team. So maybe you may be right that there is no place for him in this team. Um. So yeah. What's up? Benzema deserves a wing. Look, Benzema. He's a loyal member of the Brick Academy. 100%. He's a loyal member of the Brick Academy. Lucas Ustek, yo man, that's a Patreon contributor. Mr. Lucas, what's up? How good was Kovacic tonight? Kovacic was good, very impressed. And the thing about Kovacic is that I'm actually getting scared now. Because I'm getting scared because Nigeria faced Croatia. And a midfield of Kovacic and Modric scares me. And I don't know how well Mikel or Onazi are going to cope with a midfield of Kovacic and Dric. So it's very worrying. Jacques Noitz Nel. This guy sounds French. Every match I give Benzema another chance and he gives me the same sherry time. Yeah. Like anybody who still feels that Benzema is worth anything, man. Sorry, man. I mean, then you're like he's just bad. But guys, look, man. Let's talk about it, man. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. It's possible. It's possible. Because again, let's have the conversation. Is this team better than the Tiki-Taka Guardiola team? Where does this team rank? Where does this team rank? Although you can say that, okay, well, head to head, maybe Barcelona would beat them. But I'm looking at for pure achievements. For pure achievements. Because if Real Madrid were to win the Champions League 3 times in a row, what the hell? It would just be madness. Bossman BM, there's less competition these days. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Thunder says 3 in a row will not happen if Barcelona or Bayern are still in it. But again, what if Barcelona or Bayern get beat? Who knows? What if Bayern or Barcelona do not make the final? That's because I still say though, Bayern are waiting for Real Madrid. They are waiting for them, and I have a funny feeling. I'm saying it right now. I mean, we could see a Real Bayern quarter. We could see a Real Bayern quarter. I think that will happen, And do Real Madrid want to face a wounded animal? I don't know, man. Let's see what's it from Editia. Barcelona will eliminate Madrid in the Champions League. Just watch. Hey, look, I won't be surprised. I mean, didn't they beat Real at the Bernabeu 3-0? But again, for me, I also say like, and this is what I said on the hangout. Over 2 legs, I'm rolling with Barcelona. In a one-off game, winner takes all, neutral venue, I'm taking Real Madrid. Like in a final, I think Real Madrid take it. Nah, man, I'm not sleeping on Bayern, man. Trust me, I'm not. See what else guys are saying. Yeah, obviously, I think guys are now talking about Tottenham tomorrow. Look, man, I'm still sticking with Juventus. As crazy as it may seem, I still feel that Juventus will make it happen. I still feel that Juventus will somehow sneak in and make meander their way through. So what's happening? Kalunda says Tottenham will beat Juventus. Don't know. Allegri won't ever win Champions League. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Juventus will ever win the Champions League. Although, what if Allegri was to move to PSG? That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Wenger to PSG. Yeah, maybe. So, what the guy's saying. Liverpool versus City in the quarters. Who wins? Now that would be no. You know what? That would be a fantastic tie. That would actually be a fantastic tie. Liverpool versus City in the quarters. Mm, that would be pretty damn good, man. All right, we're coming on those, man. Let's see what's happening. Only team. Sif Hussein. Yo, cheers, Hussein, man. Cheers, man. Super chat, what's up, baby? Um, Shout out to your boy Wasif Hussein, man. So supporting the kid, man, supporting that kid. Paul Tokja, LOH, don't think Juve Spurs is over yet. Wouldn't be surprised if Dybala does something, but Spurs are favorite. Look, you okay. Let's switch then. Let's talk Juve against Spurs, man. Let's talk. I mean, what are guys saying? Juventus against Spurs. Um, I think I really believe Juventus are going for a 1-0. Although I, because we could see an old school Juventus masterclass. We could see a Juventus masterclass. Although Rogani is a poor man's Bonucci. But if they had the old guard, Bonucci, Basali, Chiellini, with Buffon and goal, I do believe that they could do like a shutter. I do believe they could do like a 1-0. No. So I don't think Real Madrid deserve to win the Champions League. Why not? So, what do you mean by that? If you've won it twice in a row, trust me, you deserve to at least be in the final. Okay, but yeah, man. Look, Harry Kane, man. You see, do you know what I want to see how Harry Kane do? Juventus go 1-0 up. I want Harry Kane to score like an equalizer, like in the 87th minute. That's what I want Harry Kane to do. I want Harry Kane to score like an equalizer in the 87th minute. That's what I want to see. But look, guys, Real Madrid a plan B. Let's give it a shout out. Real Madrid have a plan B. That is huge, man. Okay, wait, what's this? Let me see. Jonas. Okay. Let me see what else are guys saying. What are guys saying? Neymar needs to fix his attitude, or he's not winning anything. I mean, what attitude, man? Look, yo, what up from Czech Republic? Apparently, the women in Czech Republic are amazing. That's what I hear. Your thoughts on Paulo Dybala is tops, man. I mean, that's why like watch out for Harry Kane, watch out for Paulo. Oh Paulo, oh Paulo, Paulo. So let's see what else we were saying. We won the Champions League with Neymar in the 4 years. He was a big reason. Right. Barca Bayern, who wins? That's a good one. That's a really good one. I mean, Barca. Look, man. I mean, I told you guys Polish. I mean, you know what? I mean, Bayern are angry, man. Like, there's so many storylines. Real Madrid committed 3 times in a row, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. What if Uncle Heinkes comes out of a retirement home and wins it with his Zimmer frame? That, you know what? And then I'm putting Heinkes as one of the greatest managers of all time. If Heinkes wins the flipping Champions League with Bayern, or they even do the treble, I'm putting him as one of the GOATs of all time. Easily. He's easily one of the greatest managers of all time. If he does it. Because remember, I believe that he's the only manager to win the treble with a Bundesliga team. Do you think Real Madrid's plan A would leave holes that Man City could exploit with De Bruyne? And Look, man, it could definitely. I don't know. I mean, Madrid against Man City would be a fun game. I mean, City would definitely exploit them. But guys, man, I told you, Cristiano, man, this guy's goal scorer, man, you can't sleep on this dude. Cristiano's like, I want to hate him. I want to hate him. I want to punch him in his face because he's got one of those faces I just want to punch in the face. But I've got to be real. The guy's goal scorer is off the flipping chain. Um, City have no European pedigree. They ain't winning it. Look, man, neither did FC. Well, okay, FC Porto may have done, you know. Heinkes will decapitate Barcelona. Heinkes look is your nightmares. Um, look, but remember, what's it called? So you're saying that Heinkes would beat both Barcelona and Man City? Is that what you're saying? Say, hey, why are you doing so many live videos today? I'm doing live videos because I love the people. That's why. Well, no, not really. I actually don't really like people that much. No, because this is a new thing that I want to do. I want to because I think the HHQ&A is very good, and I've been watching other channels that have been doing these live YouTube videos, and I think it's actually pretty cool. You know, I think it's actually a pretty interesting idea as well. And also with the whole super chat as well. You know, support a brother, man. Support. I told him, man, look, man, I'm being real. Support a brother, man. That's why I keep telling people about the Patreon channel and so forth. You know, because YouTube, man, the YouTube slice ain't great. Okay, the YouTube slice ain't great. You know, so and I want to say bye bye to 895, man. So that's the dream and the hope is for the football hall to be a complete viable enterprise, man. So we're just trying to keep it real and keep it real out of there. Pre- Prediction for what do you mean by prediction for Chelsea Barcelona? That game is done. Those guys should forfeit. You know, um, I actually don't know why they didn't even forfeit. Um, who do you think will win the Champions League? Tough to say. Tough to say. But I'm still my I the way Real Madrid are looking for me. You know what, guys? Something tells me we could see a Real Barcelona final. Because I do believe that Barcelona are going to at least get into the final. You know, I do believe that they will definitely get up to the final at the very least. Um, see what guys are saying, man. Quite a lot of these questions. Remember, guys, if you want me to be able to see your question much more clearly, hit the super chats, man. Hit the super chats because then I can see your question. So if there's a question you want me to answer badly, hit the super chats. If you don't want me to answer it badly and give you guys a shout out, just keep chatting away and I'll just try and scroll through these. Um, Ronaldo would destroy Bayern like he did 9 months ago. Interesting. Um, how do you feel that if Ronaldo loses, Zidane leaves with 0 trophies this season, but if he wins, he will still leave? Um, no, there is no way in 6 L's that if Real win the Champions League, he's gonna get sacked. Like literally, it's about the Champions League. So if he wins the Champions League, look, man, he's all good. I told you, Pep always taking easy jobs. Pep, Coach Scunthorpe. Simple. If you want me to put you in the same category as Uncle Mo and Alex Ferguson, Coach Scunthorpe. Coach Scunthorpe and be successful with Scunthorpe, then I will say that you're one of the greats. Um, see what's happening. Oh my gosh, this chat thing is stuck. All right, cool. El Clasico final. Who has the highest ceiling, Sane or Mbappe? Mbappe definitely has the highest ceiling because I think Mbappe is more talented. But as of right now, Sane seems to be the guy that's really that's pretty much really doing his thing. Should I say he's doing his thing? Let's see. So I think we've got another super chat. So yeah, let's go a super chat from my main man Wasif Hussein. So he says that if Real does three-peat, should Zidane get all the credits? Um, So that's it. So Wasif Hussein says that if Real Madrid three-peats, should Zidane get all the credit? Not all the credit, but my lord, he should get a lot of the credit. If we're going to put it as a percentage, I would say he should get 65% of the credit, and then the other guys get 35%. Because you will say, oh, because he has amazing players and they do different things. One of the hardest things to do is to coach a team with amazing individuals and huge egos. Because remember how long it took the Galacticos to do everything. PSG have an amazing team. If you say individual per individual, PSG have a flipping amazing team. Are you telling me that Verratti is not a better midfielder than Kovacic? Are you telling me that Neymar is not one of the best forward players in the world? Are you telling me that Thiago Silva is not one of the best central defenders in the world? So let's be real here. But I do believe that having the skill to manage egos and to manage a superstar team is huge, and it's amazing. So if Real Madrid were to three-peat, I mean, Zidane would have to be talked about as a super great, because again, just like the game against PSG, that was tactics. So it wasn't a case of Zidane say, okay, let me just play my best team and put them out there. No, Toni Kroos was on the bench, Rich was on the bench. So he picked a specific team based on tactics. And Zidane's man management has been supreme. Because remember, PSG, man, they have a very good record in the home stadium, and Real Madrid went there and they beat them. Forget about them having a man over. The reason why they had a man over was because they did so well. They were frustrating PSG, and their frustration got Verratti sent off. So Zidane should take a lot of the credit. Not all, because you can't take all the credit, because at the end of the day, you do have an amazing goal scorer, and you do have an amazing midfielder, and a pretty stout defense, and a very underrated keeper. Navas is very underrated. But still, at the end of the day, I still say Zidane should take 60-65% of the credit, because it is it's not easy coaching a team of superstars and prima donnas. Let's see what other guys are saying. Pep Guardiola is a checkbook manager, best player in the Premier League. Not too sure. Best player in the Premier League. Okay, we've got another one here. Let's see another super chat. So this is from, I want to get your name right, Kodilichuku Onora. Kodilichuku Onora. What will happen to the football world if Real Madrid wins the Champions League again? Well, let me start by saying this. First off, if Madrid win this Champions League again, the competition should absolve. 100%, it should be absolved. Like, it should be cancelled. Furthermore, what happened to the football world? I think the footballing fraternity will begin to really appreciate this team and Zidane. Because remember what I said at the beginning of the chat. We need to discuss about this being one of the greatest club teams. We need to discuss, because to win 3 Champions Leagues back to, not only that, so they won the Champions League in 2014. They won it in 2016 and sorry, they won it in 2014. They won it in 2016, and in 2017 they defended the title, first ever to do so, and they won the La Liga as well. That's an incredible achievement. And more so, the amount of times. When was the last time that Real Madrid did not make a semi-final? When was the last time? So I think the footballing world, very begrudgingly, they would look at what they would look at this team, and they'll say, "I'm sorry, guys, we bow down." As hard as it would be, the footballing world will look at Real Madrid and say, "We have to put you in the conversation. We have to start that conversation of the Milan team of the 80s, Inter Milan team 2010, the Guardiola Barcelona team, the 2013 Bayern team, the Ajax team of 1995. Then we've got to talk about this Real Madrid team. This squadron of Marcelo, Sergio Ramos, Keylor Navas, Cristiano, Drich, Toni Kroos. We've got to talk about these boys. They have to be talked about. Um, so yeah, I think the footballing world will be forced to give them some true appreciation. So yeah, cheers for that to Mr. Honora, who I think is from Canada. Um, so let's see what else guys are saying, man. Um, Inter 2010 were not a great team. Yeah, they were. United of Man United of 1999. I don't know about that, man. But yeah, man, look, man, flipping Christina, man, flipping prick. I mean, damn it, you know how this dude manages to always score, man. I mean, I just, you know, that's what I look, man. I mean, I hate him as much as you want. His goal scoring prowess, his goal scoring consistency, especially in the Champions League, cannot be. It can't be done, and it just can't stop this guy. Um, you really cannot stop this guy. Um, I want Bayern versus Barcelona and Real Madrid versus Liverpool or Man City. Football gods make this happen. Are PSG overrated? Let me think. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. For a team that has spent all this money, yeah, I do tend to think that they are probably flipping overrated, man. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, no, look, man. Sad, man. What is sad way to go at? And for and with regards to Emery, man, because I think Emery, this job was too much for him. And I, wait, I mean, and someone needs to explain to me, how did he keep his job after the miracle at Camp Nou? How did this dude keep his job? It doesn't make any sense. Um, it just doesn't make any sense how this dude was able to keep his job, because that's a sackable offense. What he did, um, with the miracle at Camp Nou is a sackable. Like, you should be banned from any kind of football management for at least 6 years. You should do a bid in Siberia. If you doing the miracle at Camp Nou means that you have to, at the very least, do a bid in Siberia. You have to. You have to. Um, so it's thing. So yeah, we've got about 3 minutes left of this this football chat again. Very interested to speak to you guys again. Lots of messages again. I'll try and see um pick out as many as I can. But remember, use the super chat if you want me to see your to give you a shout out and focus on your question, or else I'll just try and quickly go through this. Appears you, yeah. So Ozil stayed for okay. Yeah, the Mac is a football fan. He is. I'll probably try and bring him on here one time. Um, is Christina going to break the record again for most goals? Probably. He probably will be. Classico in the next round. Yeah, man, that is definitely a possibility. Spurs are dark horses in this tournament. Well, that's if they beat Juventus. They've got to beat Juventus first. Um, okay, all right. So that's a bit of a weird question. No problem, Wasif, man. Well, no problem. You're a legend, man. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate the support. Um. Okay. No. What's the worst team at the World Cup 2018? Um. Sweden. I'm gonna say probably it's gonna maybe Sweden or Saudi Arabia. I think it's gonna be between those two who will probably who will struggle to get 3 points. Panama. Okay, yeah, actually. Well, Panama didn't they beat USA? Um, yeah, yes, I did. I said Sweden. Okay, I didn't stutter. Iceland to win the World Cup. Well, that would be harsh because that would mean that Iceland will probably have to beat us. But I mean, if Iceland win the World Cup, I mean, bro, I think I'll probably take a break from watching any football matches at all. So he will be top scorer. Yes, that's what we want to see. Yeah, man, he will be top scorer. Who's better in your opinion, HH, Portugal or Belgium? Belgium have the better individuals. Portugal is the better team. So between Portugal and Belgium, Portugal are beating Belgium. Portugal to win the World Cup. Does Belgium have one of the best squads? Yes. Is Benzema on crack, or is he just crap? Both. He's on crack and he's crap. Um, let's see what I've actually missed anyone. Look, that's it. So yeah, guys, I will probably I'll try and be doing this daily, a daily live show. But what I'll be trying to do is maybe I'll be doing the news. So as I do like the latest footballing news of the day, I will be doing it as a live chat. So we do like a footballing news rundown, and then we can then do it as a live chat as well. So guys, I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Actually, well, tomorrow is Champions League. So tomorrow we will do so tomorrow a pre-live before the Tottenham Juventus game, and we'll then do a full. Sorry, we'll do a halftime. So we'll do a halftime between Tottenham and Juventus, and then we'll then do a full time of Tottenham and Juventus. All right, guys, peace out, stay true, and stay black.